Are you going through a really tough season and just feel like you don't have anything to give to anyone? I get it. I hear you and I'm with you. In today's podcast, we're going to be going through how to protect yourself when you're going through a really tough season. This might be a season of grief after losing a loved one. It can be through a season of separation from your husband or partner, or it could be something really challenging that's happening within your business or investment, like if you're a landlord, whatever it might be, that's really actually just tough, hard, and you're in the depths of just not having much energy. You're trying to keep everything afloat. You're trying to keep doing your business, looking after your health and doing all the things, but you just really feel like you don't have much to give to anyone else. And today I want to tell you that it's okay for you not to feel like you can give to other people when you're in a tough season, and also strategies that you can implement for yourself in your business. Now, I know that not everyone's going to be in a tough season. So if you have it all together, then move on from this podcast. Like, great for you. So happy that you're in a season of flourishing. Not that we're not flourishing, but you know what I mean? Like, that you're in that season of not having something hard. Like, love this for you. But for those of us who are perhaps going through a difficult season where we're just feeling a little bit empty, I want to share some strategies with you today that I've implemented in the absolute beautiful mess this season has been. But first off, just want to let you know that we are open for membership intakes. We did open a week early last week, and we are open this week as well. So if you're looking to be a member, you want to be supported by other Christian women, have that community around you that you can ask questions for, where you're not going to get judged by your faith, where there's no woo-woo or weird stuff going on. It's just God, some good girls and some business, and just that amazing environment. You can come and learn, you can join us for our coffees and catch-ups, like all the things. I would love to invite you to come and apply to become a member. All you have to do is hit the become a member button on our website or wherever you're listening from this today. Head down, hit read the stuff, hit apply, and once your application's been processed, you'll then be sent emails for you to subscribe and start your subscription, and then you'll get access to everything. We've got 42 plus workshops. We've got our next Thrive quarterly reset coming up in August. So if you become an Enrich member, that will be included, which will also include in peer-to-peer mentoring as well. And that was really, really valuable and effective in our last Thrive. There's just lots of things happening. And also today is the last day to join us on the Wild Women's Business Retreat. Now, this isn't a Christian Women in Business event. This is run by the Rewildery. I've just been invited to co-host. So if you're looking for a place that maybe you've been thinking about launching a personal brand, a book, or something big like Signature Talk, whatever it might be that's kind of personal brand focused, also just wanting to learn about that kind of stuff, and also wanting to learn about automations, a little bit about AI and how they can all integrate together, and actually take a step back from your business and implement while we're there, implement these systems that are going to make your life better and your business run smoother. This is going to be a 5-day retreat. It's in the hinterland, the Noosa hinterland on the Sunshine Coast. Absolutely beautiful location. We're going to be spending days where you can learn about the two topics that I've just shared about, or you can just come and write or just enjoy the time away to work on your business. There's going to be space for you to have that time. It's going to be run differently to Christian Women in Business retreats that we've run before, but it's still going to be a beautiful space for you just to come, be relaxed, have a bath, have hot chocolates on demand, and just find a beautiful place to work on your business. So that today is the last day that we're taking in registration. So please, 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 if you've been sat on the fence, now is the time for you to join us on that retreat. Anyway, okay, so that's all the things that have been happening and that are coming up that I needed to inform you about. Okay, as you know, like personally for me, I've been going through actually quite a lot of few things this past year or so. I've had grief with losing my stepdad. I went through some really hard things with being a landlord, which still some of those hard things, there's different hard things coming up now as well. Separated from my husband April last year. So there's just been a hell of a lot to navigate. I moved to the other side of the world to spend time with my mum and to heal. And then I've moved back to Australia to kind of put the pieces back together again and to kind of try and move forwards with different things in regards to the separation. Um, God has blessed me abundantly in this season, but it's also been very hard and very challenging. I feel like there has been so much that has been stripped away. Like I've been stripped down to bare bones, both in the worldly, in the spiritually, in the soully. Like everything has just felt like it's been stripped away. And it's been really tough. It's been challenging. I have been trying to accept the mindset and develop a mindset of God hasn't put any of this in my path because I can't not handle it. So everything He's put in my path, I can handle. It just might hurt a little bit. I might need to go and seek wisdom, and there might be some emotions that come up that I need to process as these things are happening. So if you're looking at your life and thinking, yep, I've been in what I have called the Job season, I thought the Job season had come to an end. I feel like we're in transition to, like, I don't know where we are in that Job season. There's been blessings and there's been real hardship as well. It's like God's balancing it out somehow that when something really bad happens, something really good is happening at the same time. And it can just, it's such a roller coaster. But it might feel like you're in that season or you're just coming out or you're just entering and it's just been one thing after another. And for me, I'm trying to show up publicly by doing these podcasts. I'm still trying to build my business because I did see services for the Automation Girl a couple of years ago. And so this past year, I've been trying to rebuild that up and it's slowly building momentum now. And it's actually beautiful, the pace of the momentum it has been building at because it's been at a pace where I've been able to manage and manage it well. And it's provided income for me as I've needed it, as things have literally come up that I've not been expecting or to help me move forward in the next season. Things have just come up along the way at the right time, even though I've been like, oh my gosh, I could just like do with an extra whatever it is that I needed for that week. Eventually the things have come and the resources have been put in place. I've just had to be really patient and ride out those waves. And another personal thing that I'm kind of learning in all this is I've shared this a lot before. One, I'm not in my superwoman era anymore. That has gone. And two, I'm learning how to process my emotions. Something I guess we think we should be taught as a kid and we're not sometimes, and that's okay. Or as things happen to us as adults, we just push our emotions and our feelings down, especially as women, because, you know, we're doing it all. We've got it all in hand. We don't matter. And then big drastic things happen in our lives and suddenly we've got all these emotions. And for me personally, I've not known how to deal with them. I've not known how to process them. So a few boundaries that I've put in place that have really helped me as I've navigated this season is one, no alcohol. So I've given myself a boundary initially when I left my husband. I was the one that made that decision. And I made a decision before I left him that I was not going to touch alcohol, like no wine when things are bad, like not letting loose and letting my hair down. There had been different ways that I've done that, like going out on hikes and enjoying it and doing silly dances and all those kind of things in the kitchen. Like you can still get that beautiful rush of energy and dopamine just in very natural ways. So for me, it was making sure that I was like, no alcohol, like no alcohol. I don't want to be reliant on alcohol. I have Jesus, I have dancing, I have movement. Like that's how I'm going to express the anger out of my body. I don't want to be, and this is no judgment to anyone, wherever you are in your season. We're all coping in all different ways. But for me, I knew that I needed to set that boundary straight away from when I was younger, like really young, when I was going through a lot of messed up stuff and my own childhood trauma. Like drink was a big thing that I went to try and cope. And so for me, I'm like, no, we're not going back there. There's no way we're doing that again. And, you know, more than 10 years on from that season of my life, I'm more mature in some aspects, not in all, but I just know and I've learned about myself that that's not okay. And so for me, that's a strategy I've put in place. My next one is how much time I give away for free. So in the past, I've been super generous with, even though I preach to make sure you guard your time, but I've made exceptions and gone above and beyond with generosity in all different ways, all different ways. And for me, I'm kind of like, okay, Jesus, I've given really generously. Like, you know how much I've given. This season isn't a season of me being generous. And I don't mean that in a harsh way. And I don't mean that in a my heart has changed way. I mean that in a way of I'm going through a lot of different things right now. And my energy is something that I have to protect. So I am picking and choosing where I'm helping friends, business friends, all the above with my time and how much time I'm giving out to people. Building CWIB up, and that season of real trying to push it hard, I got burnt out. I got burnt out hard, and I was being generous in all areas of my life. And now I'm on the other side, I'm becoming a bit more wiser, and I'm going through a lot of things myself. For me, learning to say no or putting a price in front of what it is people are asking me to do is my form of protecting myself. And for people to value what it is also that I'm kind of bringing to the table. And if I'm going to work set amount of hours per week while trying to balance healing and all the other things that's going on in my life, for the hours that I do work, I want to make sure that I'm um, being valued for it, because there's things that I'm having to pay for now, and I am having to support myself. I don't have another person that if stuff suddenly goes wrong, I can rely on, apart from God, obviously. But like it's me, and I need to pay for things now. So the time that I am working, I charge for, whether it's via value or it's per hour, there's still a price in front of it. And that's not to be harsh. It's not to come across as arrogant or anything like that. It is just, I'm in this season where I don't have much to give. And when I do give, I want to give with all my heart, but I need to be reciprocated for that. And I've just been praying to Jesus that all those seeds that I have sown of generosity over the years, like hopefully this is my season to get them back, like to reap what I've sown. Because I actually need it right now. And I feel like that's actually given me permission to stand up for myself. And so I want to give you permission to stand up for yourself too. That, you know, you're feeling empty and you've given so generously over the years. And now you're just like, no, actually, I'm going to put this boundary up. People might not like it, and that's okay. But actually valuing that, no, like, this is not okay. I'm in a season of hurt, of healing, and what I do put in for work, I need to get reciprocated back with resources. Being paid for my time. And so there are still bits and bobs where I'm being super generous, what I know I can handle, but in other areas, I just know that it's just a hard no. And I've given myself permission for that. And I want to give you permission that it's okay to work out what's okay with you and your values, where you're at right now with your life, and put boundaries around that, and know that you might get a bit of pushback from people, and that's okay. That's their problem, not yours. Your problem is to look after yourself and to make sure that you are not going to burn out again, or that you're setting yourself up for success in a season of what can feel like hardship. So there's two things that I found really helpful to protect myself and given myself permission to let go also of the expectations that I set on myself to be perfect. And I don't mean that as in showing up every day and looking perfect. I mean that in the way of not needing to show up perfect to people and not allowing the people pleasing to take over, when in these seasons, you're not here to people please. You are here to restore, to retreat, to look after yourself, and to really zone into that period of softness and not hustle. And if people don't like that, that's okay. They can go on their own journey. I'm just at that point of my life now personally where I'm just like, it's okay. Like, if you don't like that, that's cool. I'm going to protect myself because I need to. And if you don't like what I've put in place, that's okay. Go and take it to Jesus. Like, please go take it to Jesus. And you can do that too. So, letting go of the perfectionism, the people pleasing, the setting boundaries of what are you worthy of and how do you protect that? And often putting money in front is a great way to do that. And just allowing yourself permission in this season to just learn who you are and process the emotions that need to. It could be court trials, it could be someone suing you in your business for something, all these different things that bring really big stress onto us can feel like they just take up a lot of headspace. And we're not females aren't built to deal with much stress. Our bodies, our hormones, we're not built for that. God didn't make us that way. So how can we give that stress to God? And how can we let that stress go? Where it is healthy, like for me, it's not jumping for alcohol and drinking a bottle of wine every night. It's I'm going to go and train at the gym. And I had quite a hefty week last week, and more news on Saturday that I felt a lot of anger in myself that I have never allowed to come up before. And I was just writing in my prayer and journal to God this morning, like, I've actually never expressed anger before. And it's okay to be angry. Jesus got angry about the right things, and I was being angry about the right things. And just, oh my gosh, like I have all this anger for all the years built up that I've suppressed and suppressed. I'm very calm. I'm very grounded. I like to talk things out. Like, okay, there's a problem. Let's talk about this. But clearly, I needed to let some anger out, and it all came up on Saturday. And so I wanted to do nothing more than just go grab a bottle of wine and drink it out. And, but I knew that that wasn't going to be the answer. And I didn't want to wake up on Sunday with a massive hangover. So instead, I got angry at God. That's okay to do too. I love you, God, but right now I'm feeling very angry and I'm putting words to my emotions. I'm feeling angry. I'm feeling frustrated. It's coming down from the deep depths in the body, and my heart is where it's located. And then I went and deadlifted and just moving my body, and that lifting heavy allowed those emotions to be moved in my body and to be released. And for me, that worked wonders. It was amazing. I felt like a new person once I'd processed that. And so for me, that's a really healthy way of getting movement. I feel like when there's a lot of energy of emotion in our body, just moving our body, not sat on the sofa watching Netflix. I don't think that's the answer. Sometimes it is. Sometimes we just need to chill. But I don't know about you, but when I've got all that anxiousness and anger and frustration in my body, I need to get it out. I need to physically move my body and let it release that way. And so doing deadlifts, it worked. I lifted heavy stuff up and down, and I came away a different person. And I was more level-headed again, and I was more grounded. There's a meme going around about, reasons why you go to the gym, and that's so you don't kill people. Like, it couldn't be more true for me right now. Maybe you can relate to that too. Not that I want to go and kill anyone. Please don't hear me like that. But you know what I mean? Just all the things. The season that you're in, it is not going to last forever. It feels like it's going to last forever when you're in it, but it's not. And I challenge you to seek joy. What are the little blessings that are coming up in this season? Like I was saying, it feels like there's bad things happening and then there's good things happening. If you followed the story, once I got to my location on the Sunshine Coast, my Mac that I'd had since I started business died on me. This was another of the stripping moments. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I need this for my business. Like I need a big Mac to do what it is that I need to do. And then the studio flooded that night too. So we had a ridiculous amount of rain in a very short period of time. And I still had my laptop, but then my laptop charger was laid in the puddle of flooding within the studio. My van had broken that week as well. There was just so many things, as well as all the other stuff and running the business. You know, you get the picture. I'm sure you like, yeah, I feel it. I've been there too. I was like, oh my gosh, like, oh my gosh, God. But a friend, while I was in the anger on Saturday, blessed me with a Mac. And it's what I need to keep being able to do what I do. And for her, it was an annoyance. It wasn't working. So I managed to fix it. She's like, if you can fix it, you can have it. And I fixed it and it's working now. And I've been blessed in that season. I've been blessed with beautiful friends and a support network around me that when I was in that midst of, I don't know what the hell's going on and I don't know how to process these emotions, they were on the phone for me and they just held space for me to get it out. And I think having that support network around you is priceless no matter what you're going through. Just to let that anger out, just to express it. They're not going to take it personally. They're not going to take it on their shoulders. They're just opening up space. So making sure that you've got good people around you too is another amazing strategy for you. The friends that you can really trust. I mean, like, you can swear at them, you can be angry, and they will just let you do it. They won't judge you. They won't share what you've shared with them. They are trustworthy. They are loyal. Those friends. Those friends that if you called them at 2 o'clock in the morning, they wouldn't batter an eyelid. They'd be asking, what do you need? So I hope that's given you some ideas and some strategies to maybe put in place if you are in that place of feeling like despair or you're alone in that season, that you can put in place to help you cope. Also give you permission to not be perfect in this season and to be that beautiful mess. I'm just calling this my beautiful mess season. Like, I'm still beautiful and I'm a mess. You're beautiful and you're a mess. You can be in your beautiful mess season too. Go and find those amazing humans to support you. Go and move your body. Say no to what you need to and know that it's okay to say no. I'm sorry, I'm just not in the season right now to take on any extra work or to do that event, is all that you have to say. It's all you have to say. But you are doing a fantastic job. You are an amazing woman of God. Jesus has you. Be asking God, what is it that I can learn from this season? You've not given me anything that I can't handle, even though it hurts a lot right now. What can I learn? What can I learn about myself? What can I learn about you, Jesus? And give me the strength to get through today. All right. I'm so looking forward to seeing the people at the retreat who decide to come. I'm looking forward to welcoming our new members. And if you've got any topics you'd like us to cover, please get in contact with us. I'd love to hear from you. And yeah, let's keep doing this thing called business. All right. I'm SJ. You're listening to the Christian Women in Business podcast. We'll catch you next week.